So, good morning to everybody, and welcome once again to my breakfast show. So as you join me, you know how we do it on my side. You know how we do it on this side. When you join us, you like and you share, so as to inform Sylvester Obianke, always the first to join on YouTube. Sylvester Obianke, always the first to have observed it. It's going to be an interesting morning. Share, bring in more people. Let's reason together. Let's reason together. That's all I can say. Not all I can say, that's what I've got to say. Not all I can say. So, man, I am a disciplined man. I am dedicated to what I do. Every morning, I wake up to come broadcast, spend time with you. I don't relent. I'm not a lazy man. No, I'm not a lazy man. Pamela Fontanella. Pamela, where are you from? Are you from Kenya or South Africa? You are one of these countries. Let me guess. Pamela, let me guess where you are from. Anthony, I see you. Either you are from Jordan, I see you. Pamela, I know you are from. Pamela, let me guess. Either you are from South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, or this region. Yes, that's where you. Pamela, tell me where you are from. Which country? Guyana, South America. Poor. Love from Vienna. Love you, my sister. You are showing me plenty love. Guyana, you see? African descent. Okay. That's it. So, yes, because I see Pamela is always supporting. I say, Queen from Australia. I told you guys I'm global. Man, what's wrong with me this morning? I told you guys I am global. Anthony said, Guyana, a South American country considered to be Caribbean. Yeah. I met a lady from Jamaica here. I met a lady from Haiti here. I met a lady from Grenada. Man, back then I was friends to many people. South Africa is in the building. I know, I have a lot of South African friends, followers too. Antonia, so they are Caribbean by culture. Okay, good to know. Man, I first heard about Guyana here. This is the first time I'm hearing Guyana. So you have Venezuela, Brazil, and then Venezuela and Brazil as neighbors. Okay. Yes. Okay, now I know. Little stars. I have a lot of South African crew here. Don't joke with me. I'm global. I have big time South African fans. No joke. Everywhere I go, I have fans everywhere. This is no joke. So, this is going to be an interesting morning. We are going to discuss spirituality. We are going to discuss Georgian said all Africa need to be united. I agree with what you said, but then we are not here this morning to discuss politics. Past few days we discussed politics enough. Maybe some other time we discuss politics, but today I came to discuss something else. You know, I picked the topics. Today we talk about life generally, spirituality, religion, not politics. You are from Haiti. I told you. I saw Haiti. Okay. Man, there is one lady from Haiti I met, but I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to discuss it here. One day I will share the story. But I want more people to join us so that we can, I want to have a full house here. A lot of people, many new followers don't know how we run things on this page. We don't, this platform is not a religious platform, a political platform, or any kind of platform. We touch every topic, every trending topic, we touch it. Do you understand me? We touch every topic. So when we discuss topic that you don't want, don't get offended. Don't come to fight. Or especially if that topic is not appealing, you don't like the topic, don't come to fight me. I'm speaking what came into my head. I try as much as I can to improve. Do you understand me now? It's not fight. Nobody is perfect. This is going to be an interesting topic. Just hold on. That is, hold on, don't move. This program is going to be an interesting one. I appreciate every one of you. See, I appreciate every one of you who don't agree with me, but yet stays with me. We must not fight because we disagreed. Maybe I may post a video you don't like. Maybe I spoke about your lifestyle, your culture, your religion, your personality, but I don't know you. Does not mean we are enemies. I spoke my mind and I try as much as I can to be unbiased, to be honest. I don't try to put down any tribe or any culture or any religion. But you see me, I'm not a religious person. You got the gist now. I'm not a religious person. If you watch my platform, you see people from every tribe and culture. See people from Caribbean, South America, Europe, Africa, everywhere. Arabs are here. From Iran, from Kurdish. Everybody is here. So that's how we roll here. No be fights. That we disagreed does not mean we are enemies. And if you don't want to support, there are people that we support. This is one thing I love about this life. If you unfollow, another one will follow. And this is what I want people to learn. Nobody can stop you. Only you can stop yourself. Hatred cannot stop you. Moneyball, I see you. Hatred, that somebody does not wish you well, success. Yes, there are people who may not wish you success, who don't want you to progress, does not mean they can stop you. Nobody can stop you. This is what a lot of people, hatred doesn't stop progress. Say, okay, let me go by telling you a story about this, my YouTube channel. I began to give this my YouTube attention, this channel. I created this channel like 2019. I wasn't posting anything on it. I forgot it. I was concentrated on Facebook. I got this TikTok about 2 years ago. I was concentrated on Facebook mainly. And I did not post anything on YouTube. So at a time, Facebook restricted me for 1 year. You know, they stopped, publishing my posts. They don't recommend my videos. Somebody, a hater, reported one of my posts, and Facebook restricted me. If I make a video, nobody watches, nobody sees my video, and that was for a whole year long. So I now learned from it. Then I said to myself, I wasn't going to depend only on Facebook. You see, I decided to create alternative for myself. That is, to have other platforms. That was what pushed me to create, this my TikTok. I was only on Facebook. But when they stopped me, I began to think that I thought outside the box. You understand me? I created alternative for myself. That was when I created this page, this TikTok page. And again, I started posting on my YouTube. I posted a video. This is why I'm telling you this video. When I started posting on YouTube, that was last year. Around September last year, I began to post on YouTube. Then I had no subscriber, maybe few subscribers, like 30 or 40, not up to then. Somebody saw my video. The person did not like my video. He did not like the video I made. And the person said, listen attentively, learn from this. The person saw my video, somebody I couldn't identify, said, you are not going anywhere on this channel. That was what he said. Listen to me, I'm about to flow this morning. The person said, I am not going anywhere on this channel. This channel will not, my YouTube channel will not grow. Nobody will subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then I was having like maybe 30 or 40 subscribers. What I did was to rebuke that comment, because I am a spiritual soldier. What I did was to rebuke that comment. I cancelled it. And I told him my channel will grow. That he should watch this channel is going to grow. I did not block him, but I cancelled that comment, that utterance. Don't forget, then my YouTube page I was having about 30 subscribers. Today, I am approaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm at about 4,500 or 4,500 subscribers on YouTube. It should be about 4,500 or 4,400 subscribers on YouTube. When that man made that negative comment, I did not allow it to see the light of the day. As soon as I saw that comment, I cancelled it. I said, you are a liar. And today, my YouTube is moving forward. Why I told you this story is, a person's hatred, wish, bad wish, evil wish, cannot stop you. I'm telling you the truth. Only you. You see, I made a video yesterday night. I said a ship does not sink because of the water around it. A ship sinks when water gets into it. When you allow negative comments, people's wish get into you, that is when it will affect you. But if you don't allow it, it will not affect you in any way. So let's go, guys. So this morning we are going to discuss about spirituality, religion, and life. Now, I've taken my time to see what's going on around me and found out this life is deep. This life is so deep that a lot of people, is beyond our own understanding. This is why you see, in search of God, people created religion. A lot of people you see, people created religion. Religion is not only Christian, Muslim, and Buddhist. There is traditional religion where there are people who worship land. Some people worship snake as that's their god. Some people worship idols. Some people worship crocodile. Some people worship trees. That's their own belief, and it works for them. My junior sister told me when she went to India, many Indians worship cows. Cow. They reverence cows. It's no joke. You understand me? And there are people, our ancestors worshipped idols, and it worked for them. Do you know? Listen, when you pick a stone, when you pick a stone and begin to pray to that stone, spirits will possess that stone. Spirits will surround that stone. We are not living in this world alone. We are living with spirits. Why do you think juju is potent? Curse is potent. Blessings are potent. We are not living alone in this world. And this is why you see a lot of people, so many people who thought they know better, assumed there is heaven somewhere, there is hell somewhere, and they created their own concept of God. They created their own imagination of God. But I have seen my experience in life is totally different from your own experience. Do you understand me? What I've experienced, what I've seen, what has happened to me, I make videos, tell stories based on what I've seen. At times, live your life based on what you read on book, because the things you read inside the book was written by somebody, and that person wrote those books based on their own imaginations, experiences too. And you cannot take another man's ideas, another man's experience to judge. So I am here narrating my experience, telling you, pushing my own. That is what I have experienced in life, and is what I have experienced in life taught me so much wisdom, and I'm giving it to you free. A lot of them costed me so much pains. Some costed me money. Do you understand me? Some costed me money. So let's go. Now, this is why I told you I do not believe in religion, and I do not I don't go to church. I don't go to mosque. I don't believe in what was written in religious books. I am a God. You are a God. We are all gods. We have the power to create. We have the power to build, and we have the power to destroy. This may sound strange to some people, but it is the truth. People go searching for God, but they fail to understand that they are gods. You are God. You have the power to do a lot of things. When I say you are a God, don't doubt me. Have you not heard the power of life and death is in the tongue? So with your tongue, with your utterances, you can destroy. Are you not a God? With your words, you can build. Some people lack wisdom. Don't you understand it? You make quote you quote Bible, you make comments without thinking deeply about the comments you make. When they say the power of life and death is in the tongue, it means you as a human being have the power to speak a thing and it will come to pass. You don't understand. You have the power to say a thing. You have the power to destroy with your tongue. I don't want to go so deep. If you have the power to destroy and to build, what are you then? See, now, let's go further. As you watch this program, I told you we are gods. Do you know what we are? We are half human, half spirit. I know some people may argue me. We are half humans and half spirits. Nobody's sharing. Nobody's liking. You guys are not encouraging me. Man, I've got a lot to do before I came this morning. If not, I lie down and cover myself and sleep. Nobody's liking. Nobody's sharing. I don't understand. Now, let me continue with what I'm saying. Ras, I appreciate you. See, why I told you forget religion is because there is power in you. The power you have, you underestimate the power you have as a person, as a human being. I'm telling you the truth. There is nothing you want to accomplish in this life that you cannot accomplish. Why a lot of people are unable to achieve progress in life is because they do not know the power they possess. Let me tell you. See, I told you, I said, you have the power to create and you have the power to destroy. And you are gods. Some religious people may come and say, you are taking God, blah, 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 blah. This is the truth. Okay. I have seen where it's happened in my presence. Somebody spoke a thing about a person. It came to pass. I've seen it more than 5 times. Let me share this story with you. This is why you need to be careful In fact, there are things that I saw growing up that shaped my mind, shaped my idea, that made me, now that I'm grown, I see life differently. There was a daughter who insulted the father. There was a daughter who insulted the father. The father spoke negative words over the daughter's life. As the man said it, so it remained to this day. Listen to me. When I tell you you are God's, I know what I'm talking about. I've seen a woman curse the daughter, said certain things about the daughter's life. As the woman said, that was how it remained till it came to pass. It came to pass exactly how the woman said it. When I tell you we are God's, how come the words of our mouth are potent? The word we speak, if we do not have power in us, how come when we speak a thing, it comes, you may not understand this. If you doubt me, religious people, I'm just getting started. Religious people in this watching me now, don't doubt me. If you doubt me, then why do you believe that God created heaven and earth with the utterances of his mouth? In the Bible, it was written, God created heaven and earth with the utterances of his mouth. So if you believe it, and see, many of you here are religious people, you believe that God created man in his image and likeness. Don't you believe it? According to your Bible, it says God made man. He said, come, let us make man in our image and likeness. So, listen attentively. Remember what I told you. I told you, I said, you are half human and half spirit. So, God is a spirit. You cannot see God. You cannot see God. But then, you are, according to the Bible you believe in, you are an image of God. God's image. So, if you believe you are God's image, that means you are half human and half spirit, because God is a spirit and you are an image of God. You are flesh and spirit. For he made man in his image and likeness. What is an image of something? He made man in his image and likeness. So you are partly human and you are partly spirit. You get the point now. If God is, as God is a spirit, as he is a spirit, you are also a spirit because you are his image. Let's go further. So, I was talking about spirituality, how deep this life is. You see, a lot of people do not know what is holding them back. Many people don't know why certain things happens to them. why their children are in so way. Maybe their children are not doing well, their children are sick, their parents and this. A lot of things are happening to people because, and many people don't know why such things are happening. Bad things or good things are happening to them. This morning, I'm going to explain to you, to the best of my knowledge, why certain things happens to us. See, you need to be careful what you say with your mouth. What you say with your mouth will affect you big time. It's no joke. I'm going to share experiences with you, and what just believe what I tell you. This is not religious topic. It's not about religion, but it's about spirituality. It has been like that since, I do not. This is something is beyond human comprehension. You've got to be careful what you say with your mouth. Let me tell you, I've said it before. The air you breathe is a living thing. The trees you are seeing around you, they are living things. The ocean, the rivers, the streams are all living things. Listen attentively. So many things you see around you. If don't doubt me, trees grows and withers away. They shed their leaves. If trees are not living things, how come they grow? You plant a seed, it will germinate and it will grow. It is a living thing. And they have ears. They are not dead. The air you breathe, the wind, they are living things. You feel it. It moves. You see the effects. The storm, hurricane, when it comes, you feel the effects. So don't you know that these things are living things? Fire is a living thing because it can destroy, it consumes. I did not know these things before. Well, I did not know these things before. It took me time when I'm approaching, maybe because of age. Do you understand what I mean? And this is what some people call karma or nature. I'm just getting started. Just now. When you listen attentively, when you utter a word, the universe, spirits grabs that word you've uttered. The trees, the wind, the land you are standing upon, when you utter a word, they hear what you say. We're talking spiritual. It is no joke. When you utter a word, the land you stand upon heard you. They have ears. The trees, this is no joke. Now, when you utter a negative word about yourself, your children, your family, the universe will grab it and walk according to what you spoke. When you bless yourself, why do you offer prayers? Why do you say prayers? Who are you saying prayers to? As you utter words, the universe, the trees, the wind, everything grabs that prayer you've uttered and act on it. There are spirits around us too. So, you see some people, that was why I told you, I said, But I just want to run this program. I'm having small headache, but then. That is why I told you, I said, some people are the cause of their problems. They used their mouth, the words they spoke to attract negativity in their lives. Are you listening to me? Some people use also to attract success in their lives. A layman, somebody who is not wise, will not understand it because they will come with their carnal belief, carnal mind. Say, this man, who are you to tell us this? I'm telling you this because I'm naturally gifted. Nobody taught me these things I'm telling you. I know it naturally. I spoke about land, the land you spend. If you go to my culture and tradition, they tell you that the land will kill you, and the land kills. They say alakubogi. They say if you violate the law of the land will kill you. How can land kill you if the land is not a living thing? If the land you are standing upon, if the land you are standing upon is dead, how come when you plant a crop, it will germinate? A dead thing cannot produce fruit. A dead thing cannot bear fruit. So as far as a land is fertile, it is a living thing, it has ears. When you plant something in it, it's just like a man meeting a woman. A dead woman cannot bear a child, cannot get pregnant, because when you plant a seed inside a dead woman, it cannot happen. I appreciate you. Are you listening to me? A dead woman cannot conceive because she is dead. So when you plant a seed inside the ground and that seed germinates and grows, that means that land is fertile like a woman. That land is a living thing. Are you getting the point? Some people read okay, let me continue going. Okay, let me cite an example for religious people. Let me cite an example for you. When God called Abraham, said, come, I will show you a land that flows with milk and honey. Don't you know that when Abraham eventually got to that land, the land of Canaan, that land of Canaan recognized the presence of Abraham. If the land did not recognize the presence of Abraham, how come the land began to bless Abraham, bless him? Yes. This is what I've been talking a lot here. When we discuss spirituality, I've spoken about there are some countries, land, town you go, that land will not bless you. The land knows you. That land you live in knows you by your name. That is why there are some countries, towns you go to, you get blessing. There are some countries you go, you might even die, get sick. That land knows you by your name. That's when a land favors you, recognizes you. Why do you think they call indigenes of a land? Citizens, daughters of the land. A citizen of a place is sons and daughters of the land. A citizen, what do you understand by being a citizen? And land recognizes its own people, knows its own people. That's why when you travel to somewhere, they call you are a foreigner, a stranger to this land. And you are, because that land does not know you. When you travel, if you travel now, you don't live in Australia, you don't live in Japan. When you go to Japan, they say you are a foreigner, you are a stranger. You are a foreigner in this land because that land does not know you. So if a land does not know you, that means that land is a living thing. Are you getting the point now? Okay. Now let's go. I've said this again, and I'm going to say it because you use these things to guide your life. So that when things are happening around you, always make positive comments. What's it called? Positive affirmation. Now, I spoke about whenever you are chasing a goal, you are pursuing something in life, you want to get pregnant, you are pregnant already, you are seeking for a job, employment, you want to relocate, you want to marry somebody, you want to marry a wife, you want to marry a husband. I need to stop somebody. So, now, whenever you want to achieve a thing or you are chasing a goal in life, never you open your mouth and say something negative about what you are chasing, about your goals. Are you listening to me? Never you open your mouth and say negative word about that your dream. I'm going to share many experiences with you guys this morning. This was why I told you, I said, some people are the cause of their problems. Because remember what I told you in the beginning? I said, listen, you've got the power to create and you've got the power to destroy. I said, you are gods. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. There was a thing I desperately needed. I needed something desperately. In fact, it was so serious that I went for it. They told me no. I got negative answer. Any place I went, then they said negative. Well, they said I got a no for an answer. I called my wife. I said, listen, see, from the first day I applied for the thing, I told her, I said, listen, this is going to be a success. I told her, I said, listen, you see this thing, I'm going to get it. Though it seemed impossible, difficult, but I'm getting it. See, each person I met, see, I told you, racism cannot stop you. Opposition cannot stop you. The only person that can stop you is you. I mean, they tell you. Each place I went to more than 15 people. I went to more than 15 people. They turned me down. They said no. Even in the midst of that, I kept saying, you see this and I'm going to get it. Letters were coming. Denial, denial, denial. I did not give up. In fact, there was somebody I went to. I said, please, sir, I need this. I need this for the, look at what I need. help me. When the man had what I wanted, the man fought me. He told me openly, said, you are not going to get it. Nobody's going to give it to you. Look at it, because I am a spiritual soldier. When somebody utters a negative word over you, you have two options. Listen, when somebody utters a negative word over your life, you have two options. First option is you cancel it. The second option is don't respond. Never you consent never you in life consent when somebody utters a negative word over your life. Never. Either you move away or you rebuke, you cancel that word, you return it back to the sender. You see some people, they tell them, you have a plan, and you tell your plan to somebody, they say, forget it, you will not make it. You say, you think so? Okay. It's impossible. You say, you agree. If you agree, if you consent, it's going to be impossible. See, if they tell you, man, you cannot make it. When somebody say, forget it, you cannot make it, don't consent to it. Don't say it's true, it's true. Don't say it. Don't say it's true, you will not make it. You failed. You've condemned yourself. So I went to the man, a racist, pure one. I said, please, I need this document to go present. He said, what do you need it? What do you need it for? I told him. He said, nobody is giving it to you. In fact, forget it. He said, I will not get it. I carried my chair. I stood up. I left. I said, I did not respond to him. I told you have two options. Either to cancel it or you don't utter a word. Now, I left. Each time I went to court many times, struggled, fought my battles. It was negative. My wife would ask me, why don't you tell me, why don't you throw in the towel? Let's follow another route. I keep saying to her, even when the court passed its verdict, said no. Even when all the whole people I met, more than everybody said no, I said I was going to get it. I keep saying every day, I had no power. I don't know where to go. I don't know. I have no contacts. I don't know the way out. But I kept saying, I'm going to get it. See, I have no contacts. I do not know. But every time I remember it, every time I open my mouth, I said, you see this thing I'm chasing. You see this goal I'm pursuing is going to turn out positive. One day, they directed me to somewhere. This is why I told you, don't give up. Keep moving. Keep moving. And always speak positive words over your life. One day they directed me somewhere. I went there. When I reached there, I met somebody. I met the person. The person saw me. I explained everything to the person. He said, this case is closed. You got it. It was like a dream. The person said, see, this case is closed. You got it. You can get 99 no's and get one that will give you a breakthrough. But the thing is, I told you, you've got the power to build. You are words of your mouth. This thing I'm telling you is the truth. I just don't want to go in details. Even up till now, I don't know how it happened. But no contact, no connection, nothing. But I always use my mouth to speak positivity over my life. So, some days, like a month ago, I was discussing with my wife. My wife said to me, man, say anything I say comes to pass. She said she's afraid of me. You said I said that thing I was going to get it and I got it. Upon all the negative, all the whole thing. So, I got a message, I just read a message. Did you know? For years, I got no for an answer. But as I got no for an answer, as I was getting no for an answer, I kept saying, I will get this thing. How I was going to get it, I do not know. But I kept pressing. I was mounting severe pressure. Just like football match. I was pressing to score goal. I was putting pressure on the defense. Big time pressure on the defense. At a time, that defense cracked, collapsed, and I scored my goal. While I was uttering positive words, I was mounting pressure, serious pressure. See, you've got to back your words with action. Let me... Somebody said everything is about luck. It is not luck. I am telling you my experiences, what life has taught me. See, you see this belief, you said it is about no. All these elements I spoke, I do not know when you joined us. I spoke about the trees, the land we stand upon, the waters, the rivers, the air we breathe, the fire. I told you these things have ears. I did not know when they wrote the Bible, but let me give you an instance now. Jesus cursed a fig tree. Jesus cursed a fig tree. Go to your Bible. The story went this way. Jesus was either going to Bethany, a city. They saw a fig tree that had leaves on it, hoping that that fig tree had fruits on it because they were hungry. The fig tree had leaves on it. So Jesus and the disciples they believed that fig tree had fruits on it. On getting to the fig tree, it had no fruits. Listen to this story. Jesus then, out of anger, cursed the fig tree. Cursed the fig tree. Now, on their way back, he said, curse the fig tree to wither away, that tree should wither, die. On their way back, the disciples and Jesus himself saw that fig tree had dried up, had died. No tree, nothing, it has died. I told you, how can the fig tree die if it wasn't alive before? Use your brain. How can a tree die if it wasn't alive before? Then you ask yourself, how did the fig tree hear the word Jesus spoke? Jesus laid a curse on the fig tree, and that curse came to pass. That means that fig tree has ears. Had ears. That fig tree had ears. Because when Jesus spoke to the fig tree, that means that tree had ears, heard what Jesus said. So nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. When you are spiritual, you will know these things I'm telling you. They command. Okay, let me tell you. Let me go further. Let me go further. I want to give you another example, then we'll continue with this program. The disciples of Jesus, I'm giving you, because a lot of you are Christians, so that I'll give you a typical biblical example. I read the Bible when I was a Christian. Okay, let me use it as an example now. When Jesus was inside the boat with his disciples, go read your Bible. He was inside a boat. They were going somewhere with his disciples. Storm came, wind and storm came. The disciples were afraid, thinking they were going to sink. The boat will sink. And Jesus was sleeping on the boat. He was sleeping on the boat. He was sleeping when the storm was raging. They woke him up. They called him Rabbi, Master, said they are about to sink. And Jesus spoke to the wind and the storm, spoke to the water, the wind and the storm. He commanded it, and it calmed down. How did the wind and the storm hear Jesus? How did the wind and the storm hear Jesus? If the wind calmed down after Jesus spoke, that means the wind and the storm, it has ears. That means it has ears. In African traditional religion, our ancestors made decrees. They spoke words, and things came to pass. It's not true. Outside religion, our ancestors, our ancestors, they had a way of doing their things. They spoke things, they made decrees, declarations, and things came to pass. The power of spoken words. So do not tell me it is not log. It is affirmative words. What I said, I keep saying. The problem with a lot of people is you use your words to hold yourself down. And other people's words, influence of other people's words in your life. When you affirm to negative words, when people utter negative words over your life, when they curse you, say negative things, and you consent to it, now you do yourself. This is no joke. You did yourself. Even when the situation looks rough, when the situation looks hopeless, don't throw in. Don't say, don't give up. Don't say, okay, let it be. No. And there is something I want to tell you. Man, you guys are supposed to pay me for this lecture this morning. This what I'm telling you is deep, because you can't get it anywhere. You don't understand. I'm giving you free information. Don't joke with me. What I'm telling you, self, if I'm saving lives here, and it be like say I go stop self. Because it's like I'm going to end this broadcast. You like something that you like going where you will not learn wisdom. This program is life saving. Saves lives. Don't use your word, the word you speak, to put yourself in problem. I mean, they tell you to stop your children, to stop you, to stop your husband. Many people used the words of their mouth to stop their children, themselves, their husband, their businesses, their careers, their job opportunity, everything. As you watch me on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page account. This is how we roll here. You cannot just Tenzin, long time. Tamzin, long time. Longest time. It's been a long time I've not seen you. Good to see you. Subscribe to this channel. That's what I want to say. Share my program. Subscribe to this channel. Somebody asked me, do I think Israel can help Africa? I'm not here to discuss politics. We are not discussing politics. It's not every day we discuss politics. Why do you think people get punished for their sins, for their crimes? Listen attentively. Why do you think people commit crimes? People do certain things. Why do you think someone will commit a crime where you did something, you poisoned somebody, for instance, you murdered somebody, you did something nobody saw. You did somebody nobody saw what you did. And later on, you start suffering for it. Why do you think there are things you did in the dark, in secret, and later you begin to get punishment of your crime? Why do you think it happens? You betray somebody, you stole somebody's thing, nobody saw you, you did some kind of things, and later you begin to suffer for it. Do you know why? Do you know why? See, let me tell you, if you go murder somebody, now if you go unalive somebody somewhere in the forest where nobody saw you, this is why some people meet tragedy. You went because you don't want to be seen when you are doing evil. You went and you committed atrocity. You went and did something that nobody saw you. You thought no, you looked around. You looked around. Nobody was there. You unalived the person or did the person bad and escaped. Nobody saw you. Police did not catch you. The land saw you, bears witness to your sins, to your crime. The land you stepped on, land saw everything. The wind, the trees in the forest saw what you did. That's nature. That's nature. All the things around, the leaves. Did you know? Let me tell you what you don't know. These leaves, you see, these leaves, All these grasses, these leaves, there are different leaves. They speaks. Go ask real native doctors. When we talk about native doctors, back then, leaves, they speak, they talk to the leaves talks to them. And if leaves talks to people, then do you think they are not living things? How do you think human beings, the African people, how do you think human beings generally back then discovered this food we eat? How do you think it's science? Do you think they learned it in the school? How do you think human beings discovered orange, mango? These fruits are edible. Egusi, obono, crayfish, all these fruits we eat. Humans know the ones that are poisonous and the ones that are not poisonous. Go back in history. Real native doctors back then, go make inquiry. All these leaves in the forest, grasses, speaks to them. They will tell them. Let me tell you what happened to me. I've never shared it with anybody. Let me tell you what happened to me one day. Maybe I see you. One day, to tell you that some of these people you see as native doctors in Africa, they have powers. Some defied their powers. Before I doubt a lot of them. Later, there was something that happened to me one day that made me know that you can see things in dreams. It's no joke. I don't want to make this story so long. I did not see my maternal grandfather, but I saw my maternal grandmother. Many of us did not meet our maternal grandfather, both my mother's side, my mother's side. I didn't see it. Even my father's side, I did not see anyone. Okay. The person I spent time with was my grandmother, my mother's mother. Now listen to this. I did not even know the name of my mother's father, my maternal grandfather. I don't know his name. I never saw his picture. I did not know. I've never seen it. But growing up, I went on holidays. I went on holidays in my mother's village, my maternal home. Some months ago, I was sleeping. Listen, I was sleeping. In my dream, even when I woke up, in my dream, I was sleeping in my dream. Look at what happened in my dream. I went to my mother's village. In that dream, I went to my mother's compound. And the compound in that dream looked the way it was back then in the 80s. The compound, the setup was the way it was back then in the 80s. The last time I went there was around 1983 or something. The setup, the compound, the way it was a big compound, some parts, with mud houses, things like that. So the setup was like that. In that dream, my grandfather, somebody I never met, that is my maternal grandfather, I went to my maternal home. As I entered the gate, my, what's the name? My maternal grandfather grabbed me in the hand. Now took me to the bush. This is something I've never experienced. Now took me to the bush. And now said he was going to tell me show me all the grasses, what their works, what they work, how the use of the herbs, the leaves. He showed me, he took plantain, unripe one. unripe plantain. He grabbed unripe plantain. He was about to tell me the use of what unripe plantain, the use of unripe plantain, and I woke up. He said, he grabbed me in the hand. He said, you want to show me all the works of all the leaves, what they stand for, the use of all the leaves and all these things in the forest. I woke up. I was eager to know the use of the unripe plantain. Either something, I did not know. I woke up. And since that, this happened like maybe 3-4 months ago. That was the first time I dreamt of him. And that dream ceased, did not come again. That dream did not come again. That was the first time I did not, even when I woke up, I said, my mother's father, somebody I never met. I don't know how he looks like. I dreamt of him, went to the village, and then he wanted to show me the use of herbs, all those things, and I woke up. This is why sometimes when some people tell you they see things in dreams, believe it. And there are some people who have power to heal. Do you understand what I mean? So, I'm telling you these things because, see, why I'm telling these things, I told you, I said, what is these leaves, these trees, all these things you see in the forest, they are all living things. So let me continue with this story because let me continue with this story now. When you do certain things in private, let's say, when you do certain things in secret, thinking nobody saw you, maybe you unalived somebody, you treated somebody bad, thinking nobody saw you. The elements, the trees, the land, and a lot of things saw you. This is why many years later or months later, it might take years, you see somebody begin to get punished for the sins or the atrocities he committed or she committed. Because nature saw you and nature came to punish you for your atrocities. Nature came to punish you. That's why sometimes the story is too long. Man, I wanted to speak more, but I'm having headache, sitting, I do not know. I'm having headache here, so I've got to, end the broadcast. Maybe later in the day, I'll come. I wanted to speak more. So, that's it. When I sit for a long time, I start having headache. So, what I want you to grab this morning is never you use your mouth to curse yourself. Yes, some people. Never you use your mouth to curse yourself. Maybe I will take water and continue. Never you use your mouth to curse yourself. Even when somebody else curses you, you need to rebuke it. You need to cancel it. Listen, when somebody cancels you, when people say you cannot amount to anything, when somebody say you are useless, when somebody utters any kind of negative word, don't take it. Now me to tell you. Don't take it. Guys, let me take water. Yes, I drink tap water, and I will drink more. I will drink more. Man, somebody said, really said, is it good to drink tap water or not? Because we have good water here. How do you mean? You mean it is not good or what? Because I buy mineral water, like this. I buy this a lot, I buy mineral water, but I like drinking tap water most times. You mean tap water is not good or what? So now, guys, let's continue. A lot of people are saying different comments. When I buy, I usually buy this bottled water, but I like drinking tap water. This is what I drink most of the time. Okay? But we have good water here in Vienna. We have good water here in Austria. We have the best water. Oh, says it's not good. And then I will bounce out and go and buy enough water. Okay. Okay, tap water is not good. Okay, now, thank you. Okay. Okay. I saw the bacteria. I saw somebody said Vienna tap water is pure. Because, we have good water here. That's one thing. Bambalion. Yes, because our water is good for drinking. So, guys, let's continue. Yeah, so this is what I drink every day. Every day I drink like 1 liter, 2 liters, depending on the mood. You know what I mean? I drink it. I don't have time to go to supermarkets always buying water, and I don't have car anymore. So you see, I have this a lot. I buy this a lot. You see it. You see, I buy it a lot. But sometimes I don't always. So now, let's continue. Let me drop more stories for you guys. Pamela, tap water, because I don't see. Maybe because this one is pure. Vienna, we have good water here. I drink it every now. Sometimes I buy these ones outside. I drink it every time. So let's continue with our topic, man. The house is full. We have full house this morning. Now, let's continue with our listen. Story is plenty, but let's continue with this now. Whenever you have a quarrel, misunderstanding with somebody, when I come back later, I want to relax now after telling you this now. I come back later, then we continue with this thing. Whenever you are quarreling with somebody, you are exchanging words with somebody, or somebody maybe jokingly utters negative word, tell you cannot make it. Come and achieve progress. Let me see. Come and do this. Let me see. You are going to do this here. What you've got to do is return it back to that person instantly. It happened to me in Egypt. I will share the stories with you 2 times. Don't take it. Tell the person, cancel it. Tell the person it will not take place in your life. It's not your portion. It will not happen. Tell the person, say you will succeed, you will progress. Even in the heat of the argument, tell the person it's a lie. There is what I call war of words. War of... I told you guys there are different kinds of warfare. There is what I call, that's what is happening. Whatever takes place here also takes place in the spiritual realm. Do you understand? Whatever happens. Why do you think, okay, you read the Bible, why do you think whatever that is established on earth is established in heaven? Where is heaven? Heaven is spiritual realm. Whatever that is bound, agreed here on earth, is agreed in heaven. Where is heaven? There is no physical place they call heaven. Heaven is spiritual realm. So don't allow anybody establish any cause over your life here on earth in the physical realm. Do you get the point? Do not allow. Because when they utter, see, when somebody utters a negative word over your life, when somebody curses you, if you are not spiritually strong, if you don't return it, that person, that cause may come to pass in your life. Because the elements, the trees, everything had it, and you did not return it back. You did not cancel it. It may stay in the atmosphere, follow you everywhere you go. Do you understand me? It will follow you wherever you go. See, spoken words, man, I need to tell you guys stories safe. See, there is no idle word. There is no word. Every word you speak has power. No idle word. There is no idle. Every word, every spoken word has power. Why do you think people prophesy? When people prophesy, that prophecy stays in the atmosphere, hangs in the atmosphere, stays until that prophecy comes to pass. The story plenty. I'm gonna share a lot with you guys when I'm in the mood. I want to drink some water, relax, then I want to walk out a bit and then come back again. So, and continue with my... Guys, I'm telling you what happened to me. There are people, you think you meet good and bad people. You also meet people who don't wish you well. There are people who don't want you to progress. There are people who don't want you to do well in life. And these people who do not want you to do well in life, you know, when they say, when they tell you, come and make it, let me see. Come and go. See, we are not talking about, when I say a thing, sometimes I use figurative speech. I do not know what's the name. I don't know when you began to follow this page. When I say I heaven, I'm telling people that there is nothing like heaven. But when I say whatever happens here, when you say a thing, the universe grabs it. And you that is saying this thing now, you that made this, don't you know there is spiritual realm? There is spiritual realm exists. And this could be what religious people see as heaven or hell. There is spiritual realm. You understand what I mean? But this is not the topic now. If there is no spiritual realm, how come you dream dreams and so many other things? This is not even what I'm here to speak about. Do you understand me? So what you've got to do is, see, whenever you are having quarrel, even with your work colleague, even in dream, even in your dream, cancel causes negative. Even if you are dreaming and somebody, witches operate in dreams. They come to you and fight you in dreams. Witches and wizards, In fact, before they start, they attack you. They attack you. This is the spiritual world we are talking about. How do you think witches and wizards operate? Evil people. They come to you in dream. They fight you in dreams, and when they fight you, when they fight you in dreams and defeat you, you lose your battle in the physical. This is why, even in the dream, listen to me, even in your dream, when somebody calls, don't use negative, even in your dream, don't use negative word on yourself or your children, even in your dream. Because dreams comes true. You think, what do you think? Dreams do come true. It's no joke. But Joseph dreamt in the Bible. How about the dream? Joseph dreamt in the Bible and it came true. Why are you arguing? Why do you? Somebody said, but yes, you can control your dreams. It depends on how spiritually alert you are. Do you want me to share a story with you? You can control. See, when I say we are masters of our life. Yes, so you can control. Man, maybe I drink water and then tell you stories. This story is long, but I tell you, you can control what happens in dreams. Though there are some that you have no power to control, but to an extent, to a great extent, you can control what happens in dreams, to be honest. What's going to happen is, okay, let me share this. I'm going to share. Yes, you can control what happens in dreams. Okay, let me drink water. Let me drink water. I want to drink. I want to take enough of water. Then let's run this program. Let me take water. Let me tell you guys stories. Then you've got to explain to me how it's happened. Let me tell you guys stories now. Let me drink water. One, two. I want to take enough water. Okay, I'm back. I want to drink enough so that we can run this program proper now. Because I explained something to you. I tell you guys a story. Okay, I have enough now. Now, after now, sharing this story, I've shared this story with my guys here before, but let me repeat it. I'm going to share 2 or 3 more stories with you, and then you decide. You can tell me how it's turned out now. Listen. I was born in the city when things became hard, when the economy became hard for my family, but not now. We are now good. We relocated to the village. And my father wanted me to know my village. So he wanted me to go to school in my home state, in my town. So he said I wasn't going to take a common entrance in Onitsha. He said I have to go to the village to go to school so that I will know, all these people. So when I went to my village, I began in elementary 6. I started elementary 6 in my village, a school in my village. So preparing for common entrance as somebody from the city. Then I had a lot of friends. There was one friend from my village, very handsome guy. So I and this guy understood ourselves so much. We became good friends. Listen to this story. We were age mates. We were in the same class in elementary 6 from the same village. If you see the guy, you would think the guy looked like an European, handsome, very handsome guy. But we played the junior team. But I was chosen to play the senior team at times, soccer tournaments. But he was a footballer too. We played soccer then for the school. Now, we were so close that even the guy lived, the father's house was far away from our place. But after the school, he would like to escort me home. From there, he would begin to trek to his village. To his father's compound. So now, when the common entrance examination came out, listen to this story. That we chose the same school. When the common entrance examination came out, we got the same school, the same secondary school. It happened that we got the same class. We were in the same class. We got the same class, class 1 then. And then because that school is in my village, so we were day students. Like every day, we did not live in the hostel. We were day students, From my father's compound, we go to school. So then I was using bicycle to school, and the guy had bicycle we used to ride to school. The guy's compound where he lived was, let me say, 5 kilometers or 3 kilometers away from my father's compound. But each morning, the guy would ride to my father's compound before going to school. He will wake up very early, like 20 minutes earlier, prepare himself, come wait for me in my father's compound for me to get ready, and both of us will ride to school. After school, he would ride with me to my father's compound, and then after we bid ourselves farewell, and then he will continue. He will go to tell you how deep the friendship was. First time in class 1, the guy became sick. We were in the class, and look at my desk then. This was his desk, to tell you how close we were. Because the guy was very handsome guy. So first time in secondary school, one day, the guy was feeling bad. Gradually, he stopped coming to school. It happened, somebody, an enemy of his father, the parents, poisoned him. He was poisoned. If you see handsomeness. This guy could not finish class 1 in secondary school. He died. I'm making this story brief now. The guy died. He was my best friend. I was scared, even because how old was I then? I'm very scared. When the guy, I was scared. One time people were, asking me to go see him, because when he was sick, he lay on his sick bed for months before he died. One day when I went to see him, the guy was lying down. He has emaciated so much, man. He saw me, he couldn't speak. One day we were just gathered at a place, because everybody knew we were friends. One lady just called me, said, did I know that so person had died? That my friend had died. I said, what? I was so afraid. So a few days after he was buried, people who knew us, people who knew me, began to tell me, they said, I must go and lay it. People said, I must go and lay it. You know what is lay? I said, what do I know? They said I should go and lay a flower on his grave to discontinue that friendship, or I should go and go through a coin on his grave. That if I should go to his grave where he was buried in his father's compound, if I go to the grave, I should throw a coin and say, look, this friendship has ended. We don't have any business together anymore. Go your way, I go my way. I don't have any business with you. You are not a dead person. Go wherever. I wish you well, but don't come to me again. This was what people told me to say. But some said I should go and buy a flower and lay there and say the same thing, things like that. So I looked for a coin. Then, Kobo, then I looked for a coin, carried my bicycle, and asked one of my cousins to escort me. I was so scared. So when I reached the grave where the guy was buried, I quickly brought out the coin. I threw it. Even I was so afraid. I was so afraid. When I reached, even just seeing where he was buried, I was so scared. How quickly, how I was like 12 years old or 13. I can't remember, 12 or 13 years. Or 10 years, I couldn't remember. I just put the coins, threw the coins where the guy was buried. I said, listen, the friendship has ended. Go your way. I have no business with you. You are not a dead person. I don't want to have anything. And that was it. I quickly, took my bicycle and we sped off. We rode back home. Let me drink water. Now, see what happened. After the guy died, after I went to lay it to throw that coins, as people instructed me to do, after I went to throw that coins, I dreamt about that guy every day. That is small, every week I would dream about him like 3 times. He would come in my dream. He was coming in my dream every day. At a time, I became scared, even to go to school. There were times I I would take our bicycle right to school. On my way, I would be feeling goosebumps. I would be afraid, after like 2 p.m. after the school dismisses, like 2 or 1 of them. On my way back home, sometimes, because I would be riding home alone. I'll be afraid. I will be looking, back then the village has not developed, I'll be looking in the forest, like sometimes I will feel like somebody was with me. I will be having goose, I will be afraid, I will be, I will speed up my bike, I'll be riding so fast, each time. The fear was there. Now this thing continued. That is, smallest I dreamt about the guy was 2 times in a week. One day, I was in my father's sitting room alone. One day, I was Sylvester Osagie, I see you. One day, I was in my father's sitting room alone. My father built a house, that old style bungalow, fenced it around with gate. I was the only person alone. One afternoon, I was alone. Sitting in the, wasn't anything like internet or television, then we lived naturally. I was alone. I felt as if somebody was with me. I began to feel, goose pimples all over my body. I was scared, I felt like somebody was with me, I had to run. I ran away from my father's company. If you see the speed, I ran away from, nobody was at home, but I felt like as if somebody was in the room with me. I ran. the speed that the way I took off, people might, if you were there, I think what was wrong with me? You might think I've gone crazy. I went to stay where people, where other children gathered, but I was scared to go back home. Later, the following day, I think either that day, I was so troubled. I was a little bit, I was like 13 years. I don't know how to handle the situation. The first time a friend died, how close we were then. We played soccer together for the school. That is a lot of things we did together. The guy was so cool, so pure-hearted. Now, after that day that I felt like somebody was in the room with me, now, when my mama came back, I explained my mom, because my mother knew the guy. My mother is late now, may her soul rest in peace. So my mother, everybody knew me and that guy, that we are friends, even the whole area. When my mother came back, I now narrate, I said, Mama, do you know this guy? Every day the guy comes to the dream. I see the guy every day in my dream. And the guy comes every time in my dream I feel disturbed. I wasn't feeling, he comes every time in my dream. My mother was sitting at the balcony, at the veranda, was seated at the balcony. I was telling her to sit. Look at what my mother told me. I'm telling you this story now. Now, after telling you this story, you tell me if you can control your dreams or not. I was about 13 years or thereabouts then. Now my mother told me, my mother said, I did not know where she got the wisdom. My mother said, when next the guy come in my dream, I should fight him. Listen, after explaining all these things to my mother said, when next the guy come to my dream, I should fight him brutally. She said I should fight him brutally. That was the only thing that my mother told me. I said, okay, ma. Like 2 days or 3 days after, the guy came to my dream. I gave him battle. I fought him brutally. I fought the guy brutally in my dream. We fought seriously in my dream. After that fight in my dream, I did not see the guy till today. This was around 1981 or thereabouts. Till that day, till that fight, till today, I did not see the guy again in my dream. That was the end of the fear and everything. Now my question to you is, how was I able to hearken to my mother's voice in that dream and fight the guy? If one cannot control his dream, how was I able to remember what my mother told me and fight the guy in the dream? Even me, up to today, I still wonder what happened. How did it happen? I still wonder how it happened. Because even you understand me? Up to today, I still wonder how, even I don't know. That was the end. See, there are things that happen in this life that this life is not even. So you see, I will share another story with you guys. Well, you see it. You understand me? Even sometimes I say, Even when I woke up to today, this happened 1981. Up to today, I still wonder how come I acted according to my mother's instruction in that dream. How? Explain it. Let me share another story with you. I had a sister. Listen to this. Let me share this story with you guys so that then I will relax and then later on we continue. I had a sister. That's the first child of my parents. You know, at times we had misunderstandings at times, but she was good-hearted. But you know, sometimes you send money, they misuse the money and things like that. But see, she was my sister. Like 2 years ago, 2 years ago, news came. She wasn't sick. They said something happened to her leg. Something happened on her leg. All these things, they say these things they do in the village. Something happened on her. I don't know. They said she went, I don't know, she went to a farm or whatever. They said 2, 3 days after she died. Listen, give me 1 second. 1 second, guys. So I'm back. So, so now, that my sister, that is, her death was so sudden. Nobody expected she was going to die. She wasn't sick. They said something happened to her leg, and then 2 days after, she just died. I guess it could be snake bites. They said it wasn't snake. Some said maybe it was these villagers that did something to her leg or what. Nobody knows. But she just died. So, I felt so bad. You know, somebody's sister, the way she died. And I had a lot of regrets. You know, felt so bad. I felt so bad of her death. Listen, like a week after her death, I was asleep. I was sleeping. As in my dream, she came. She was calling me. She was calling me. She called my native name. She was calling me in my native name. She was calling me. She said she wants to tell me something. She wants to tell me something. Did you know what happened? I said, no, I don't want to hear. I said, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I just chased her away. I said, I don't want to hear what you want to tell me. She said she has important, she wants to tell me. She called me like 2, 3, 4 times. I said, what do you want to tell me? I chased her away I was so angry in the dream. I chased her away. When I woke up, and since that time till now, I've not dreamt about her. Now, I began to regret. Did she want to reveal to me? What did she want to tell me? So now I explained to somebody. I said, look at that time. I told one of my sisters, I said, I dreamt about my late sister. And look how she came to dream. She called my native name. She said she wants to explain something to me. I did not give her the chance. Everybody, they were all blaming me. They say, why didn't you listen to her? I said, do I have the power? You know, this is something about dream. Yeah, you know how it is. How do you control what happens in the dream at times? And that was it. Okay, what happened when the burial ceremony was fixed? I sent money. I made sure I brought the money. I buried her. I brought out money. I sent money for everything about her burial from beginning to end. I paid for everything. But then, since that day, I did not see her in my dream again. And each time I spoke to one of my sisters, I mean, many times when we remember her and discuss about her, my sister would tell me, why didn't I listen to what she had to say? How do I do it? Celeb, you understand me? How? And my sister who are saying, why didn't you listen to her? You would have given her. How do I control it? Tell me. And you see something about this spirituality since that time. Since then, I've not dreamt about her anymore. That was the end. That first time she came in my dream, and that was it. But I said, I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to hear what you've got to say. Life is too deep. So, guys, I want to chill for a while. Maybe I'll come back. I may come out later. More stories coming. More stories coming your way. Hope you enjoyed the program, man. If you enjoyed the program, you've got to share the program. This is how we roll here. You know it. So life goes on, man. Some people say I'm an idle man. So as an idle man, I got to keep you guys entertained. I'm going to be bringing you stories. You know, yeah, somebody said, yes, you see. You see, the thing is, even me now, self, when I say on my own, I said I would have listened to her, what she has got to say, but how do you have no control of what happens in dreams. Do you understand me? How do you control what happens in dreams? Tell me. So, guys, with this, I want to bring this show to an end. Okay? I might be coming out later today. I should take a picture of her and do what? What do I do? So, better vegetable soup. You understand me? Man, this I'm having, you know, sometimes when I sit for a long time, I start having headache. I want to relax now. Maybe later. Do you know what I want to do now? I want to buy this. I want to buy. I want to buy ring lights, something that I can be fixing my telephone. My telephone. I want to be standing and be broadcasting. Stand and be broadcasting. I don't want to be sitting. Something with like. See, I don't do anything with, the dead are gone. Anybody that is dead is dead. I don't want to have any business with a dead person. Leave the dead to rest. All this is like idol worshiping. You talking to the dead, doing anything with the dead. It's all bullshit. I made a video about it. It's all bullshit. Somebody made a comment. That comment was sad. I cannot see that comment very well. What is it? Lola? Lola? Lola, that your comments, I did not see it. Could you please repeat that comment? I didn't see that comment very well. Who made the request? Okay. So let's hear from Lola, a sister.
Can you hear me? I'm a gentleman.
You are a gentleman. Hello.
Yes, that's right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to have you here.
Great. Brilliant. I was asking you if you managed to come across the statement DSS chief made yesterday.
No, I did not.
Okay, I'm going to show you very quick with it. Okay, look at the image. Can you read that? Don't expect army, police, others to protect all of you. Mobilize to defend yourself against terrorists, says the DSS chief Adiola Ajayi, tells Nigerians.
So now he is urging Nigerians to defend themselves.
That's right.
Okay.
Now this was a statement made by the chief of DSS yesterday.
Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, make everybody buckle their shoes. If you chop ever, make sure you exercise yourself. You don't know whether maybe in that 5 minutes or on will make you escape. So basically, government is just telling us that things have been out of their hand. You understand? They can't handle them again.
Okay.
So all the communities, you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Step up your security architects. You understand? So if anybody they tell you say self-defense, no be good thing, I lie you.
My brother, please speak English. There are non-Nigerians here, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Did you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said, speak English. There are non-Nigerians here. Hello,
Okay,
sir.
all right, that's fine.
Okay.
I wait.
He did not understand me. I told him to speak English. Speak English. Non-Nigerians are here. Speak English. When you speak Pidgin English, many people wouldn't understand you, though he has delivered his message. But when you come on this platform, Rasa, see you. When you come on this platform, you speak English because there are people from South America, Caribbean, people who don't understand broken English. So please, when I bring you in, speak English. People from different countries, are here. That's it. That's why, please, whenever I'm going to make a video about it, whenever you come, I bring you in. Don't speak Pidgin English because many people don't understand Pidgin English, especially when you add Pidgin English in your sentence. People don't, in the statements you are making, people don't understand. So, my brother, I appreciate your information. You did not understand me before you went down, but then people heard you. So, and this is what I'm saying. I made a video about it. Though we are not discussing politics, we came here to discuss spirituality and religion. This is not, I'm not in the mood to discuss politics. Maybe tomorrow, next tomorrow, when the mood comes, we discuss politics. But now I want to run normal program where we can learn one or two. The way we do it, tell stories. When the mood comes, Baba, you say you want to call. What do you want to say? Who? Andrew, yes, it's the topic changed. You know, when I pick a topic, I like us to talk about that topic, you know. Like if we want to talk about religion, we talk about religion. Baba, you want to talk to me about what? What do you want to talk to me? Not you cannot. You want to talk to everybody. The house. Is it babe? Babe, do you want to talk to the house? You want to talk about what? About the topic or about we are not discussing politics now. Babe Owe, I think what's the name? Please, I cannot pronounce your name. Either baby or Baba. What do you want to talk about so that we can know if we bring you in, you say your mind, then we call it a day? Well, you want to talk to me privately. I don't give people my private number, please. If you want to talk to me, we can chat. You come, we chat privately, but I don't give people my private number. I don't give strangers my private number unless I know the person very, very well. You can come and then we chat. You tell me what is on your mind. We can chat as long as you want. But to give you my private number, I wouldn't do it. No problem. Then we can chat when I'm done with this program. So, guys, I want to end this broadcast here. I appreciate everybody who joined me. You know how we do it. I may go live later today, or depending on how I feel. So, guys, see you. I want to be bringing more stories your way. I'm going to be bringing more stories your way. Many other things. We are going to be learning other things, not only politics. So, see you guys in my next video. Let me drink enough water and work out. So, Ikem, you like me teaching about spirituality. That's it. Now, that's why a lot of people are here. Ikem, maybe, sometimes I touch politics, every now and then. But, yes, that's why a lot of people here. Maybe we will be telling our stories. Stories plenty, because I'm having headache. I want to just chill now. Do some push-ups, I want to work out now. And then maybe I feel good, I feel better, then we continue later tonight. So story is plenty, I think I don't look stressed. Everything is well. I'm a strong man. Na lion you they see, so I'm a lion. Forget. I'm a lion, no. Are you not seeing this thing? What are you seeing here? You think say I'm a strong man, no. No think like that. No think that way. So guys, I want to say see you later today. More stories coming your way. If I relax, do you know what happens to me at times? What happens to me at times is I have a lot of stories. I feel lazy to make videos. Sometimes I have stories to tell, like to make videos and post, but I feel so lazy. I mean, just to carry my telephone and put the camera and start talking. So guys, See you in my next program. Don't forget, you can watch this broadcast. It is permanently on my YouTube channel. Catch you guys later. More stories coming, maybe tonight. Now, let's talk about spirituality. I did not even touch my program. I did not even touch religion. I'm coming back. Stories plenty. If I relax now, drink enough water, walk out, I come out. Do you understand me? I come out. See you. Hope you guys subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's a way of supporting your own brother. Waiting again now. Waiting again from you. Wait, what's my own girl? Guys, waiting again now. I'm giving you guys wisdom. Stories. Waiting I can't get now. See you guys.